guys, we're heading into outer space today, and that's because we're talking about how to launch our faith to new heights. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so excited to show you guys all of this. But when you're blasting off into space, things can be a little scary. Like sometimes there could be, oh no, asteroid! Ah! Oh man, space can sometimes be a little scary, but it's also so cool and exciting. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think space is cool or a little scary? And there's also like one thing about being an astronaut. You're gone away from all the things you like for so long, like your favorite food. I'd give anything for a Wonder Bar right now. I've been in space for a really long time and I haven't had any chocolate bar in a long time. Only the space stuff, and I don't really like that one. What's your favorite food that you would miss? Oh, you know what? Donuts. I love donuts. Can't wait to get back to Tim Hortons. Oh man. There's other things too that I would miss. Not just food, but I'd really miss my family. Yeah, I'd miss spending time with them. And that really brings me to my lesson today, where it's a story about two sisters who were with Jesus. One sister was wanting to spend time with Jesus, but the other sister was really occupied with wanting to get everything done, making sure all the food was ready, like donuts and chocolate. But she was so preoccupied with that she was forgetting what was most important, which is spending time with Jesus.
I'm Bobby and I grew up on my family's farm. I moved to the big city, let adventure take me far. It's Hobbies with Bobby, yeah! This is Hobbies with Bobby.
Oh, hi there. I'm Bobby. Welcome to my family's farm. I grew up here, but now I live in the city. I'm kind of obsessed with hobbies. I can't keep track of how many hobbies I've learned here. Probably 1 million or 2. I love trying new things. This is where we can relax and visit. When I'm here at the farm, my parents ask that I help them with farm chores. And today, I've been taking care of the goats. I know it sounds fun, but it's a lot of hard work. I need to scrub their pen, wash them because they get covered in bugs and mud, and feed them constantly. There's always work to do. I only work outside the big goat pen because only real farmers should go in there. Today, I noticed one of the goats is acting strange. The tiniest ones won't leave me alone. She nibbles at my clothes and even my fingers, but she isn't eating her food. I don't know what to do. Honestly, it's pretty lonely out there doing all the chores by myself. We have a very helpful neighbor out here. We call him Farmer Mason. Sometimes I ask him farm questions. Maybe I can track him down and see what he says. He said he'll be down in a minute or 2. Perfect. That gives us time to check to see what the Bible might have to say about my situation.
It's Bible time, time for the Bible, yeah! It's Bible time with Bobby.
So there's a story in the book of Luke that I think might help us today. Jesus and his friends were visiting some friends named Mary and Martha. Mary sat at Jesus' feet and listened to his teachings, but her sister Martha ran all over the house making the meal and getting ready for all the guests. Finally, Martha got worn out and complained to Jesus. She said, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me." Jesus replied and said, "Martha, Martha, Martha, you are worried about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." Jesus is saying that Martha was working hard, but she was distracted from what really mattered. Mary got it. She knew that she could spend time with God. Oh, come in. Oh, hi, Farmer Mason. Thanks for coming over. Finally, another human face.
Yeah, no problem. Who is this?
These are my friends.
Oh, hi everybody. Nice to meet you.
Yes, so I was just telling them that I was doing all the goat chores today, and the tiny goat wouldn't leave me alone. She was nipping at my hands and following me everywhere. Do you think she's sick?
Okay, let me think. Does she have extra drool today?
No more than usual.
Okay. Is her stomach all fat and bloated on the sides?
What? No.
Okay. Well, then I think I've got it.
What is it? Is she sick? Is she dying?
Oh, no. What? No, she has the same problem that you have, I think.
What?
Well, I think she is lonely.
Well, what do you mean?
Okay. Well, she wants to spend time with you, right? You're doing all of the work, but missing out on all the fun. Goats, just like humans, want to play around. You are doing all the chores for the goats, but missing out on spending time with the goats.
Wow.
Well, what? What are you thinking about?
Well, I just read a Bible story about the same thing. Martha worked hard and got the task done, but missed out on spending time with Jesus.
I know that story. Do you want to know some really cool parts about it? Okay, Mary wasn't just being lazy, she was being bold. She went out into the teaching place where only men were allowed, and she sat right down in front of Jesus, the teacher. She wanted to spend time with God even when it wasn't accepted by others.
Whoa, so how can I do that?
Well, with the goats, I think you've maybe got to be bold and go all the way into the big pen. I know it can be scary, but anyone who loves the goats and wants to spend time with them will do great in there. They need workers and friends, and I think you can do that really well.
Well, how do I spend time with God?
Well, what do you think?
Well, I can't get distracted by all the things that's happening in my life, like school, friends, meals, and games, but I can turn those things into ways to spend time with God. I can pray while I do my chores. I can talk to and listen to God while playing sports or being with my friends.
That is exactly right. That is a great answer, Bobby. I pray while doing my work all the time. God teaches me through the farm work. But like Mary, it's also important to stop working and spend time with God, just like you learned from the tiniest goat today.
That is so true. Thanks for your help.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, I'm definitely ready to stop working and start playing with Tiny Goat. You're welcome to come hang with me, and I'll see you again next week. I'll tell you about the goats and how it goes. Praying while I do things. Remember, you can spend time with God anytime. See you soon.
This is Hobbies with Bobby.
Whoa, so Jesus went to Mary and Martha's house for dinner, and Martha was just getting upset at Mary because Mary was spending time with Jesus while Martha was getting everything done. But the thing is that Jesus wasn't getting angry at Mary. He was happy that she was spending time with him. And he wasn't even angry at Martha. He just thought she needed to be reminded what was the most important thing, and that was to spend time with him. So I want to know, how can we spend time with Jesus? There's so many different ways, but there's, a couple ways that I really want to share with you guys. One is talking to God in prayer, right? Making sure that we spend time in prayer, listening to what God has to tell us, and also us telling him about our day. We can also do that by reading the Bible. Reading the Bible is such an important part of our journey and our relationship with God. It helps us to really understand who God is and who we are. And we can do that also by singing some awesome songs. We do that at church on Sundays. We do that in kids ministry when you guys come on Sundays. And it's so much fun. And we can also do that by coming to church. Now we know that we're online right now, but you can still be part of church with your parents, listen to the sermon, do things like watch this awesome video of me in outer space. And those are all great ways that we can spend time with God. A man named Paul, who we called Apostle Paul once wrote a letter to help people to really understand and figure out how to spend time with God. So I want to read that with you. You can find that in Colossians 4, verse 2. And this is what it says. Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Wow. That's a great thing to know, right? To devote ourselves to prayer, be watchful and thankful. Now, spending time with God is not always easy, right? We get so distracted with all the things that we need to do, right? Like schoolwork, or maybe we want to play with some friends. You know, sometimes I even get distracted by TV and little games on my phone. Yeah, I'm really bad at that. And then I forget to spend time with God, right? I get so distracted by the small things that I forget to do the big things. Oh. And that's why I want to show you guys this really, really cool little activity. Okay? Sometimes it can be really hard to spend time with God, right? So I'm just going to say that this little jar here is our life. This is us in a really cool little sparkly jar. And when we start to put all the little things like video games, watching TV, you know, maybe little things that we like to do, things that keep us busy, you know, we start to put that in first. Well then we try to fit in the big things like hang out with mom and dad, or spend time with Jesus, and then maybe our chores we gotta do. It doesn't all fit. You see, my jar is overflowing. It doesn't all fit. We can't fit all of those things in one day. But what if we did things a little differently? What if our day was focused, you know, more on the big things? What if our day focused on the biggest thing of all, which is, you know, spending time with God? So I'm going to put this in first in my life. And then things like spending time with people who I love. And then things like maybe chores, maybe, you know, things that need to get done like homework, responsibilities, feeding your dog if you have a dog. And then we put on all the little stuff, right? Like if we put all the little stuff like video games, watching TV, a lot more can fit in our lives. And now my jar is not overflowing, right? So just a simple way to remember that putting the important things in our lives first means that sometimes we can actually fit more things in our lives. And God can help us by, you know, spending time with things that matter most when we spend time with Him. So this is what our verse says, and it's found in Psalm 119, verse 105. It says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light unto my path." And so what a great verse for today, that we can be reminded to following God and to spending time with Him. So now I hope that you guys are ready for next week, for our next episode, as we are talking more about launching our faith to new heights in outer space. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Bye, guys.